Morning, thank you for joining me. It may not be the morning where you are, but it's the morning here. So it's August the 5th, it was the new moon last night. I was very lucky, I went to a beautiful yin yoga and yoga nidra event, and that allowed me to connect and discover what I needed to release. So I thought a fire ceremony this morning was a really good way to offer a meditation out to you all that can be done any time of the day, any time of the year, but I've written it particularly aware of the new moon and particularly around a fire ceremony to release the old and allow in the new. So as anybody who's meditated with me before knows, my meditation and meditation generally is about creating some stillness within and around, some stillness in your soul, and if we're lucky in our meditation, that stillness and that connection just allows the universe to whisper, and sometimes the whisper maybe comes from within, and maybe we find out what we need, maybe somehow we just know what we need to release, and that might be something within ourselves, it might be something around us, it might be a habit we've fallen into, a pattern of behaviour, an interpersonal thing. What I don't want you to do in this meditation is to strive to grasp, to kind of yearn for what it is that needs releasing. That won't happen, it'll do the opposite, you'll get brain freeze. So just trust the process, release into the meditation. It will happen. You may or may not be consciously aware of it. Just trust the process, it will happen. So the new moon is a Leo moon, and it's all about stepping into your light, taking up space, finding your ikigai. Your ikigai I mentioned in one of my previous meditations, but essentially your mojo, your sweet spot, what makes you you, what makes you joyous, happy, what allows you to create an abundance of whatever it is you're about. So we're going to connect to ourselves, we're going to ease away from the noise in our heads, the noise within our bodies, the noise around us, and we're going to connect with our souls and this moment. So I invite you to settle into your physical space, your chair, your sofa, your bed, your floor, whether you're sat on it or laying on it. Just soften and check in with your body. I'm sat pretty upright in an armchair with my feet on the floor, my spine pretty straight, my chin tucked slightly in, but ever so slightly, very subtly. I'm being honest, I've got a nice cup of tea in my hand. And just soften and wriggle, and then come to stillness, and then wriggle some more if you need to. Remember that meditation isn't about emptying your mind, it's about softening, settling, connecting with your breath, and allowing your body, your mind, your soul to connect to one another and to this moment, the moment that we're in. And as we do that, that's when the magic happens. So as we soften, let's pay a bit of attention, let's notice our breath as it comes into our nostrils. As you become more aware of your breath, check out the room that you're in. Do a scan round. It's probably a room you're familiar with. Does anything look different? Any of the colours look brighter? Don't get caught up if anything needs dusting or cleaning. That's my typical brain chatter at this point. Just gently scan, don't get too caught up. And now have a look at what you can see on the screen. There's a fire going. There's some plants. There's lots of colours, there's lots of textures. Does anything draw you particularly? Doesn't matter why. Does anything draw you? Maybe the yellow of the sunflower draws you, or the red of the little poppies. Maybe it's the purple of some of the other plants, or the green. Maybe it's those orange flames dancing in the fire, or the charring on the wood as it burns and smokes. Let your eyes scan around the screen. Notice any of these colours or different colours. And as you breathe in, take one of these colours into your body. And take your time over this. Let it be your choice. What colour looks particularly vivid, or are you particularly drawn to? So I'm drawn to a sort of pom-pom purple flower off towards the back of the screen, and I'm going to take that up into my third eye chakra, just into my forehead above where the gap between my eyebrows is. I'm not going to get caught up into why I've chosen that. But that's what I've chosen. So with each breath in, I'm creating a ball of purple light up in my eyebrow centre. And just gently, kindly, compassionately, let's connect with our breath more deeply. If you're stuffy, snuffly, blocked, feel free to breathe through your mouth. If you're good to breathe through your nose, let's get some breaths going through our noses. Only at the end of the meditation we'll release out of our mouths. Until then, let's breathe through our noses, in and out. How does the air feel in your nostrils? How does it smell? Mine smells smoky, funnily enough. Just take that awareness of air through your nose into your throat. Maybe it's a purple light to feed the ball of purple light in my forehead. You do you. Take your breath in through your nose, your throat, your upper chest, and out again. Your nose, your throat, your upper chest, your mid-chest, and gently out again. Your nose, your throat, all of your chest, and into your tummy. Let's take 3 more breaths from the nose to the throat, to the chest, to the tummy. You want to pop your hand on your chest. If that helps you connect more tangibly, do that. Let's take that first of 3 breaths. Taking a colour into your body, tune into that colour, tune into that sensation. Tune into any words that may come to you in a whisper. I'm getting clarity. Strength, determination and power. Last night I got the guidance to take up space. With each breath, breathe into that sensation, that colour, that heat, whatever's working within you, whatever's working for you. Your gaze may be on something you can see on the screen. I would say the fire, but it's smoking now more than burning. It may be a flower. You may have closed your eyes. It may be something within your space. Keep your breath going, connected, thoughtful. Not getting caught up with the thoughts that pop into your head. Breathe kindly and compassionately. Taking the time that you need to soften and connect to your true self and the moment that we're in. And if you're called to hum with me. Create some vibrations within us. Noise. And I'm going to aim to hum at a tone or a pitch that helps the vibrations in my forehead. Might not work out, but that's what I'm aiming for. You don't need to hum. You just want to stay with your breath and that sense of compassion or kindness that you're bringing into yourself. You do that. Whatever it is that you need to release, let it go. Let your fire consume it. Let the fire consume it. And as we release that, we might not know what we're releasing, but maybe you've got a little sensation of being lighter, of there being some space, that the universe knows what it needed to pull out of you, to release from you. Leo's energy will help with your healing. It will help with your needs. It brings love, acceptance of ourselves. Let's sit for a final few minutes with our breath. What do you desire? The collar that maybe you're holding in part of your body. Let's think about desire and breathe into that. And sit with that sense, with that breath, and trust that the universe can work it all out for you. A plan that will truly work for you. Your job's to hold on to your passions, hold on to your joys, hold on to your sense of self. And let's take a long, slow breath in through our noses and release out through our mouths in a big sigh, as forceful or as slow, as fast or as quiet as you want it to be. Let's go. One more. Let's take all that passion in with our breath in. And if you've ever rubbed your hands together in a meditation or breath work or yoga practice, rub your hands together and go as fast as your body will allow or as you want to go. And generate the heat into your hands, and then you're going to place it onto the part of your body that perhaps you brought some colour into. And you're going to breathe into that space and place your hands on it. And I'm going to thank the universe for being my guide and encouraging me to be your guide, to help you release and renew and refresh. And when you're ready, if your eyes have been closed, blink them open. Let's wriggle our fingers and toes. And my nose has gone cold for a change, so I'll just warm that up. And stretch and wriggle and just go slowly. Take your time. I'd invite you to think about a journal over the next few days. It doesn't have to be a journal of words, it doesn't have to be pen on paper, it can be electronic notes. I like a pen on paper, as old school as that is. It doesn't have to be words, it can be words, it can be poetry, it can be sketches if you a drawer, it can be writing down songs that you heard through your day and what they meant to you. It can be animals that crossed your path on your day. Whatever resonates, whatever strikes you as guidance or a message or speaks to your soul. Thank you for joining me as I did that fire ceremony, released what I needed to release, welcomed in what I needed to welcome in, and I hope you can take this new moon energy into your day, into your week, into your month, and into your hearts. Thanks very much.